Good morning, GraceBible.Church. Week 2 of online church all the time. And we were getting ready to go. And I was just thinking about you this morning. And as I'm preparing, it's interesting. Just honestly, the anxiety that continues to creep up in my heart, the fear that continues to creep up in my heart. I'm not generally an anxious person. And so these are new emotions for me to be wrestling with. Gives me new empathy for those of you who do struggle with anxiety regularly, and for so many of you who are going through really difficult times in this season, my heart is with you. I was encouraged this morning as I was getting my heart ready for the service we're going to do in just a minute. Psalm 77 says this. Psalm 77 says, "I cried out to God for help. I cried out to God to hear me. When I was in distress, I sought the Lord. At night, I stretched out untiring hands, and my soul refused to be comforted." Those nights when you lay awake and you just can't get your soul, your heart to settle down. It says, "I remembered you, O God, and I groaned, I mused, and my spirit grew faint. You kept my eyes from closing. I was too troubled to speak. I thought about how good things were a long time ago." I'm paraphrasing now. I remembered the songs I used to have in my heart. And then verse 7, "Will the Lord reject forever? Will he never show his unfailing love again?" And then listen to how the psalmist settles this in his heart in verse 10, and I'll let you read it on your own. This is Psalm 77. Verse 10, he says, "Then I thought, to this I will appeal, the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the deeds of the Lord." And he goes on to recount to himself God's faithfulness to him in the past. And in the midst of however long this goes, let's hold on to God's faithfulness in the past, his past grace to us, his past faithfulness to us personally, but ultimately through Jesus Christ on the cross is the guarantee of his future faithfulness and his future grace to us. And so I join, let's just join in praying for one another in those days that are anxious or discouraging, and pray that we can remember somehow God's past grace and receive grace for the future. I look forward to seeing you online today and praying for you always.